What is going on, YouTube? This is Lamont. I am coming to you from Lincoln, Nebraska. What's your name? Stefania. So I was driving down the street and I seen Stefania's sign that says "End White Terrorism." So tell anybody out there that might be watching, exactly does your sign mean?
So what we're specifically protesting is a few days ago, I'm not sure if you have heard, but the blatant murder of Floyd in Minneapolis. So we're pretty much just trying to join everybody together because we're just sick of it. We're sick of Black people feeling targeted and then being killed by police officers at a higher rate than anybody else. And so we're just here to protest this and at least bring some awareness to people about what's been going on in our country for so long. And we're pretty much just fed up with it.
Do you feel that the killing was in fact a murder?
100%. Have you seen the video?
Yes, I have seen it. Yes.
Okay. Do you think it's a murder?
I go by what the law says, so I don't know the law of Minneapolis. So murder, the word murder to me means with intention to kill. So I don't know. I don't know their law. But I do believe they're going to try to go for a second-degree murder instead of possibly trying to charge them with manslaughter.
Okay.
That's just my personal opinion. So you said that you're tired of Black people being killed do you feel that if it were an Asian cop and an Indian guy, do you think the video would be as bad and as tragic?
Yeah, I do, because when Trayvon Martin was killed, it was a Hispanic police officer. I don't.
Oh, he wasn't a cop. He was a
neighborhood watch.
Yeah.
Neighborhood watch guy. So, and that led to a huge uproar as well. So.
Do you think there's a systemic problem between cops, in particular white cops, and the Black community?
I believe so. If you just pay attention to what's been going on, anybody can agree to that.
Okay, so your sign saying "End White Terrorism." Do you really mean white terrorism, or is that just kind of like a figure of speech?
No, I think I mean white terrorism mainly because of what's just been happening to the Black people in our country, mainly at the hands of white police officers. That is always the majority. It's the white police officers that are killing the Black men. And then not only that, but if you see all of the mass murderers that we have in America with the shootings and whatnot, majority of them are white men.
Okay, so
that's a whole other ballpark, but it's just kind of a whole thing.
So white terrorism also means like mass shooters, because more times than not, when you see a mass shooting, they tend to be white, or it tends to be a white crime, so to speak.
Yeah.
Do you
specifically? We're talking about what happened a few days ago with George Floyd.
Yeah.
And the white cop that was just standing on his neck until he died.
What do you think about the protesters in Minneapolis and what they're doing to the city in terms of looting, rioting, burning stuff down, breaking windows in cop cars?
Yeah, I believe that white people have absolutely no right to tell Black people how to protest when their people are being killed senselessly out in the open. Black people don't feel safe walking down the street, taking a walk in the park. So for a white person to think that they actually have the right to dictate how Black people protest is absurd to me.
Do you think it's wrong that people that are doing most of the looting and rioting are setting fires to buildings? I mean, do you think that's okay?
I do, yeah.
You think it's okay to burn down businesses? Okay, what do you think about what happened in Ferguson over the Mike Brown situation? Not the interaction with the police officer, but what do you think about predominantly Black people burning down the stores and rioting and looting over there?
Like I said before, I'm a white woman, and I'm not going to sit here and tell Black people how they can and cannot protest. They can lean on their knees, they can write rap songs, they can write poetry, they can talk to anybody, they can be quiet and respectful. Nothing is right with how they protest. Nothing has been right. So if they need to do this, and if this is the way that noise is going to be made, so people are going to listen, then yeah.
So do you think it's okay that Black people were destroying Black-owned businesses?
That's not really my position to talk. Like I said, I am not going to sit here and tell Black people how to protest the killing of their people.
So it's okay for Black people to riot and loot in Minneapolis, But when they were doing it in Ferguson against black-owned businesses, that's...
Like I said, I am sorry. I am not going to say what black people can or cannot do, whether it is doing that to a Target or a black-owned store. I don't know what they go through, so I'm not going to sit here and tell black people what is right and what is wrong about the way they are protesting. We do not have that right.
Okay, cool. That was it. Thank you for your time and talking to me. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
All right, peace out.